Can a few drops of ink really multiply a card's value by 10? In the wild world of modern Pokémon investing, the answer is a resounding yes. We are witnessing a massive wealth gap between standard Elite Trainer Box promos and their Pokémon Center exclusives. Let's dive into why a tiny piece of foil text is quietly crowning the true holy grails of the modern era. To understand the hype, we first have to look at the source of the product. Standard Elite Trainer Boxes, ETBs, line the shelves of every big box retailer, offering 9 booster packs and a standard illustration rare promo card. But if you manage to secure a Pokémon Center, PC, exclusive ETB directly from the official website, you get 11 packs and 2 copies of the promo card. One is the standard version, and the other features a Pokémon Center stamp in the corner. That simple foil stamp is the primary catalyst driving a massive wedge in market value between 2 cards with identical artwork. The data from secondary sales platforms like eBay and TCG Player is staggering when you compare the numbers side by side. Take the beloved Charmander promo from Obsidian Flames. The regular promo can be scooped up raw for just around $30. However, the PC stamped Charmander is an entirely different beast. Raw copies regularly command $160, and Gem Mint PSA 10 slabs have recently commanded eye-watering prices between $2,000 and $3,000. The demand for the stamp has completely eclipsed the base card. So why the massive premium for a highly graded slab? The secret lies in the grueling quality control reality. These promo cards are frequently tossed into the ETB packaging where they suffer from edge wear, corner dings, and severe centering issues before you even break the factory seal. For cards like the stamped Charmander, the PSA 10 gem rate hovers around a brutal 10% to 17%. When you buy a PSA 10 PC promo, you aren't just paying for the stamp. You are paying for the statistical miracle of finding a flawless copy. This trend isn't just an isolated fluke tied to everyone's favorite fire lizard. It spans across the entire era of releases. The sleepy Snorlax promo from Pokémon 151 tells a very similar story. While the standard promo is heavily printed and accessible, the PC stamped version is a ghost, with PSA 10s easily fetching north of $1,000 depending on market swings. More recently, the stamped EV from Prismatic Evolutions has seen tremendous momentum, even with reprints, surging from $300 to over $700 in a PSA 10. The market consistently rewards the stamp across every major set release. But is the price actually justified? If you dive into the trenches of Reddit communities, you'll find a fiercely divided user base. Skeptics argue that paying thousands of dollars for just a little logo is absurd, comparing it to GameStop or Best Buy stamped promos that never commanded this level of hype. They believe the underlying artwork is what matters most and refuse to pay the premium. However, the seasoned investors vehemently disagree, pointing out that value in trading card games is fundamentally driven by supply and demand, and the supply of PC stamped promos is painfully finite. Scarcity is the undeniable engine backing up the investor's thesis. Standard ETBs are printed to oblivion, restocked endlessly at Target, Walmart, and local card shops. In contrast, Pokémon Center ETBs are tightly allocated, usually selling out in minutes during their initial online drop, with only occasional highly botted restocks. Every time a collector decides to keep a PC ETB sealed for their acrylic display, one less stamped promo enters the singles market. This massive supply chokehold ensures that the raw cards remain scarce and the graded 10s remain nearly impossible to acquire. This dynamic creates the ultimate investor's dilemma. Do you rip the box for the promo or keep it sealed? The overwhelming consensus from successful portfolio builders is to hold your PC ETBs unopened. Opening one is a massive financial gamble given the abysmal grading odds of the promos inside. By keeping the box sealed, you preserve the potential of a PSA 10, which inherently drives the sealed product's value up alongside the single card. It's exactly why sealed PC ETBs for sets like 151 and Obsidian Flames are skyrocketing on the secondary market today. Ultimately, whether you personally love the stamp or think it's a ridiculous market gimmick, the data has made its ruling. The Pokémon Center stamp has established itself as a premier blue-chip asset in modern TCG investing. It perfectly combines limited distribution, high-demand artwork, and extreme condition rarity. For anyone looking to build a resilient, upward-trending portfolio, Securing these stamped promos, either as carefully vetted raw singles, graded 10s, or safely tucked inside sealed boxes, is a highly calculated and historically profitable move. For stories like this and more, subscribe or consider joining us at tcjournal.io.